Oh, my Jesus. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's Alicia Hurt here, and I am live from the Wellness Center. Y'all pray for me. My son is being a 2-year-old. Yep, that's what he's doing. But I am here to talk to you all about what is a doula. I will not keep you long. All right, let's dive right in. We're going to explore support, traditions, and advocacy in birth. So we are going to learn about how you understand the role and scope of a doula, how you learn about delayed cord clamping and its benefits, and also exploring options for placenta care and ritual. You'll discover how to integrate cultural and spiritual traditions into birth and gain strategies for effective communication with your medical team, And you all know I always reference the word because we truly want to align with the word. So from Exodus 1:15-21, it highlights the role of midwives, which are early doulas, in protecting and supporting birthing women, showing that birth work has always been a sacred calling. Also, Psalms 139:13-14, it reminds us that each child is fearfully and wonderfully made, reinforcing the importance of a positive and supported birth experience. So as always, please please share with your network because you never know who needs this information. I'm going to also drop in the chat our links. I forgot about that. My apologies. So that you can stay connected with us and reach out to us when you need support. Here we go. All right. So again, what is a doula? What is a doula, Alicia? What I will tell you, a doula is a trained professional who provides continuous emotional, physical, and informational support to a person before, during, and after childbirth. And there are several types of doulas. I'm only going to give you the 4 here, but there are a lot more. So if you have a concern, if you have something that you are going through and you don't see it on the list, don't worry about it. Just reach out to us and we can support you. So a birth doula is one that helps you through the birthing process. A postpartum doula, which is a doula that helps you after you have given birth. Also, a bereavement or loss doula, if unfortunately your baby does not stay here with us and goes over yonder, we are here to support you in that process. Also, fertility and a full spectrum doula, which fertility is one. I think we should have broken that out, but someone that specializes in helping you to get pregnant and then supporting you through the pregnancy, or someone that's a full spectrum, meaning they can help you with everything from conceiving to after the birth is a full spectrum. Also, the presence of a doula can create a sense of peace, reducing anxiety and stress during the labor. A doula does not provide medical care, but enhances the overall birthing experience. Okay. So here's some framework before birth. So what does a doula do before you have the baby? Well, we provide you with education. We prepare you for your labor. We prepare you for the birth. When you go home, we prepare you also for setting up your support system, whether it's your mom, your spouse, your partner, a friend, or loved one, and helping you to communicate and articulate how you desire your journey to look, what feel like, and what you want in the process. Creating that birth plan. Also addressing any fears or anxiety that you may have, especially as a first-time mom, not knowing or understanding what to expect. that is something that we can definitely help you. All right. And number 2, doula support framework during birth. We provide comfort measures, which are massages. We walk with you. We give you affirmations. We read to you. We sing with you. We hug you. We embrace you. We rock with you. We provide you encouragement and emotional support. And we also support your partner as well, because even though you're both different, you're both experiencing it different, you're still And then number 3, doula support framework after birth. So immediately after birth, you are in postpartum mode. And so the support that you need, depending on the birth that you had, whether it's vaginal, C-section, the healing looks different. Also helping you to initiate breastfeeding that first hour, ensuring that both you and your support system, your partner, your spouse, that you all do skin to skin with baby, helping you with the initial breastfeeding, initiating it, how to hold baby, the positionings that you should have, also debriefing on the birth experience. And I like to talk briefly just to say, hey, how do you feel? But then when I do that home visit, then we really go into, hey, what do you want to talk about? How do you think it went? What would you like different when you have your next baby? And you may not even still be able to articulate it well because you're still trying to adjust and the priority is the baby, but just opening a pathway to have that discussion. We are here for you. Also talking through delayed cord clamping. So what that is waiting for the clamp instead of cutting. The doctor will cut the cord and hand you over the baby, or put the baby on the warmer and, clean the baby up, or put the baby on your chest. Well, you will say, no, I want to delay that. I don't want the cord cut until the blood flow naturally stops. And usually that's 1 to 3 minutes or longer after birth. That means after the baby is out of your womb and here with us. There are benefits with it for the baby. So it improves the iron levels and the blood volume. It also enhances the stem cell transfer. There's a lower risk of anemia when you delay the cord clamping. And the benefit for the parent, for the mom, is it allows a natural separation. It's not abrupt, like, hey, you're out of there. It also supports your psychological third stage of labor, right? It helps your body. Now, how do we help? Well, as a doula, we will educate you about those benefits and the time and options. We will also help you to have that discussion with your healthcare professional. We'll include it in your birth plan, and we'll also remind and support the family's requests during the delivery process. So there are options as well with the placenta. So yes, the cord as it's attached to both baby and the placenta, you have it clamped. Then you say, okay, well, what happens with the placenta? Well, normally, if you don't request it, you probably don't even see it after labor. It is taken away. But if you ask for your placenta, it is in your rights to have it and walk away with it after birth. So you can take it home for cultural, spiritual, or personal reasons. You can put them in little capsules, and you can turn it into pills for postpartum healing. If you would like more information about that, or you want to talk through it, please reach out to us. Our head doula, Miss Tiffany Austin of Fertile Ground Family Services, she actually does the encapsulation process. You can also make a tincture with it. You can create art with it. You can have an umbilical cord keepsake. I've seen it where they can make it into a heart. They can dry it out for you, put it on something for you, or they can paint it for you. So many different creative ways that you can create a umbilical cord keepsake. You could donate it to medical research or to a placenta bank, or just allow the hospital to dispose of it. And you don't have to make any formal requests for the disposal of it. For the doula role, so what we do, again, we provide you information like what I'm doing now, and we connect you with certified specialists such as our head doula here, Miss Austin. We help request proper storage and release from the hospital, so making sure it's on ice, keeping the right temperature, making sure that it is in a clean container. We also respect and we support family traditions. All right, so placenta rituals and cultural traditions. So here are just some examples of the rituals that we've seen. Again, there's so many different ones, but you definitely want to do your research. But planting a tree, so you could bury the placenta beneath the tree to symbolize new life. You could do a blessing ceremony where you honor the placenta with family and with friends. You could do a culture ritual, which is for some indigenous, African, Caribbean, or Asian traditions where they honor the placenta as sacred. Also, burial and naming ceremonies for the placenta. And you may be wondering, well, why does all of this matter? We just want to deliver the baby. Well, it helps to acknowledge the spiritual side of birth. It facilitates healing and cultural identity, and it strengthens family and community bonds. So how to include rituals in your birth plan? Very easy, very straightforward. You discuss it. You discuss it with your care provider, especially because you want them to understand what's going to happen in labor, how to support you, especially if there's an emergency, God forbid, and you want to make sure that these rituals still are in place, or what alternatives you may have to consider. You want to ensure that the hospital policies will allow you for the placenta release, which most do, but still check because you don't want to wait until Labor Day to have that discussion. Also include specific language in your birth plan, like we wish to retain the placenta for cultural purposes. We plan to encapsulate the placenta. Please refrigerate until pickup. And then we would ask them to refrigerate it for us, or you can bring your own storage container. Also, arrange transportation and preservation needs ahead of time. So have a plan for your birth plan. And communicating with your medical team, that is key. I can't say it enough. You have to communicate. And when we go on appointments with our clients, that's one thing we're saying, hey, did you know? Did you talk to them about? And they say, oh yeah, I forgot. There's a lot to keep up with and remember. I always say, keep your journals with you as well. You want to stay respectful, firm, and you want to have collaboration, right? So if they say no to this, well, how can we get to a happy medium? You want to know your rights and the hospital policies. You want to use a clear written birth plan. You want to ask open-ended questions so you keep the conversation going, and request evidence-based explanations. So don't just tell me this to tell me this, but what is the evidence behind that? What is the rationale behind that? The experience behind it, the policy behind that? Also, doula role. So you want to facilitate communication and advocacy. You want to translate medical language into everyday terms, and that is what we do. So you don't have to say, oh my God, this is going above my head. We will help to translate what is being said if you do not understand it, or ask a clarifying question. Also, we encourage parents to speak up and make informed choices. So here's a sample plan highlight, which includes statements like and our plans are about, I believe, 4 pages long, because we go through what you want, then what is your secondary options if these things happen. It's very in depth and detail oriented, because we want to make sure we capture everything that mom and her partner desires. We request delayed cord clamping until the cord has stopped pulsating. Okay. We plan to keep the placenta for cultural reasons. Please honor our request for a quiet environment during the golden hour. We wish to limit interventions unless medically necessary. Those are great ways to articulate in your birth plan your desires. And a doula tip for you is to always bring multiple printed copies of your birth plan, and we will have the copies there for you if you're going through a doula with I See My Baby. but have your plan with you, maybe even electronic copy if you so desire. Also, just want you to know that empowering family benefits of working with a doula is that it reduces the risk of unnecessary interventions. There's shorter labor durations. Also, there are higher satisfactions with birth experience and stronger parent-infant bonding. And our goal is to support you, inform you, and empower you through every step of your journey. So I want to thank you all for your listening ear today, specifically on the delayed cord clamping, being an advocate for yourself, and also the placenta rituals around taking it with you, and the various examples of how you can honor your womb and your experience and your journey through rituals, through saving it, even planting that tree. I think that's a really, really neat one where it will live on beyond you, me, or anyone else as long as it's not cut down. And just at I See My Baby, we want to tell you time and time again until you get it that you are not alone and that we are here to support you in navigating your journey. We stand beside every woman facing life's toughest challenges. I See My Baby provides the resources and community necessary to support women through infertility, mental health struggles, and pregnancy. Our mission is to empower women to reclaim their strength and navigate their journey with confidence. Remember, we're here. We have counseling and therapy. We have a safe space for you. We provide community support, massages. We have wellness programs and classes. We have retreats. We go to Jamaica. We do in-state. We do local. Again, we have online resources. We do yoni steaming here for puberty, menopause, postmenopause, perimenopause, everything. Yoni steaming helps you with. It helps you relax. It helps you for your emotional health. Also for your menstrual support. And then we have our food program twice a month on the second and fourth Friday. You guys, thank you so much for your listening ear, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Love y'all.